Hey, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. Well, yesterday I was at church, and right before class started, I was having a chance to visit with some friends. One of them is named Wanda, and I was talking to Wanda about the video thoughts for the day. I said, "Now, what do you think I ought to talk about this week?" Wanda said, "I wish you would talk some about joy." She noted that a lot of her friends and a lot of people she's talked to lately are really struggling to find joy in life. Yet, joy is something that God wants for all of us. You know, when I was a kid, we used to sing at church this song, "I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart to stay." And yet, we can sing the song, but finding joy seems to be something that is very difficult for so many people. So here's something I did. I got on the internet and I Googled why people don't have joy. And I got a whole list of different reasons. And these are interesting, and a lot of these are from Christian websites. But they said in various websites put together, the list of reasons people don't have joy included the following: unresolved conflict, comparison or envy, complaining, pride, worry or anxiety, bitterness, guilt, shame, dreaming outside of God's will. That's an important one that made me think for a second. In other words, you construct a wishful reality that's just not true reality. If God and his will are the ultimate in truth, then so many times we can get caught up in a fantasy world where we wish things were different than they really are. And that can be a source of robbing us of joy. An ungrateful spirit, impure thoughts, lack of a devotional life, focusing on circumstances of the moment, a lack of prayer. Then added to these, some that I would add, sometimes a lack of eating or a chemical imbalance for some in their brain. For some, it's the seasons, and seasons can bring forth a lack of joy. For some, it can be certain songs. You can listen to certain songs that rob you of joy. Now, in a 5-minute video thought for the day, what can I do about that? Well, actually, I think there are some things that we can talk about that can make a difference. Thing number one, understand God wants you to have joy. Paul wrote to the Galatians, a group of churches in southern Turkey, and he said to them that when you're walking by the Spirit of God, and when the Spirit of God dwells within you and influences you, then it's going to grow certain fruit in your life. This is a profound thought. I love it. I love the way fruit grows from the inside out. And that's what will happen. These fruits will grow in your life. And the first fruit he lists is love. But you know what the second one is? It's joy. Paul says that joy is a fruit of walking by the Spirit of God. And I would suggest to you, the more we learn to walk by the Spirit of God, the more joy we'll have in our lives. Now, how do we walk by the Spirit of God? Well, this is not horribly difficult or complicated. It starts by spending time with God. You know, if you're worried right now, spend time with God. Tell him about your worries. If you've got envy and bitterness, spend time with God. Confess them to him and help him, or let him help you weed through those. If you've got a focus on circumstances for today, pray to the eternal God and let him shift your focus. If we will draw near to God, I'm convinced we will understand he wants us to have joy, and he will lead us in finding that joy. Lots more I could say about it, but we've hit our 5-minute mark, and that means that this is your video thought for the day.